Hi, thanks for clicking on this video. I wanted to do a makeup tutorial. It's something I've wanted to do for a really long time, and I figured what better time than the new year. So I'm actually using all ColourPop products, and I achieved this look with them. So if you're interested in seeing how I achieved this look, then keep watching. Okay, so here we go, full face ColourPop. There's a couple things actually that's not going to be full face because unfortunately I just didn't order it from them. Either I didn't see it or I just didn't even think to do it. So the first thing is primer. I'm going to actually use e.l.f. the Poreless Putty. This is like all the rage right now. I see it everywhere, all over Instagram, like all these makeup artists using it. I've used it a couple times now. I can't say it's my favorite. It does definitely, I feel like, kind of smooth out the skin and not make my pores as noticeable, but I can't say that for sure it makes my makeup last longer. I don't know. That could just be me. Who knows? And the other thing I didn't get was an eyelid base. I'm just going to use one from J-Cat that I've had that is on its way out. I could barely actually squeeze anything to get it out. Come on. Okay. Lately, I find myself not really using eyelid primers. I kind of just use either like my foundation or my concealer. But for this video, just for the sake of doing it, I'm doing it. All right, let's get started. So I ordered a couple things from ColourPop recently. This is not really new to me, but it's new to the video, and maybe it's going to be new to you. So a couple things I got. I did get a brush set. I got this bundle of brushes, and I'll hold this up. And I got this palette here. This is their Bare Necessities palette. And the reason I got this as a bundle, I think it came out to like $60 for the two. I don't really remember. I got it before the new year started. But the reason I got this was because I thought this was just such a beautiful palette. I do a lot of brides and special event makeup, and I felt like this is like all the colors that I would normally use on those type of events. So I decided to get it. So let's just get in there with some stuff. First thing I like to do is I like to use eyeliner. This is their cream gel eyeliner. It is really, really black. I'm kind of old school. I prefer the ones that you sharpen, like a gel liner that you sharpen, not these. I don't know. That's just how I like it. But this is really nice because it does deliver a lot of intensity. But I've used it before, and the one thing I do notice is it doesn't kind of stay in place. You got to be careful with that because it will run down your face if you don't set it properly. I'm just using it right in the waterline. Sorry, I can't keep this eye open. For whatever reason, I can do this eye no problem. This one makes me look like I'm having some type of seizure in the chair. So anyway, let's get into it. Let's do some eyeshadow. I like to do eyes first. Reason being is because whatever type of fallout I have, I can then clean it up without taking off my foundation. That just sounds like a no-brainer to me, but every artist is different. I don't really know what I want to do here. I want to keep it kind of natural and soft. Clearly, I'm just like in sweats today. I need coffee and a donut, hence why I'm as chubby as I am. Let's go in. I'm going to go in here with, I guess, Hustler. This is like a nice, I don't know, would you call that a peach? I guess a peach. I don't know. I'm just going to softly go over, sweep my eyes with this color. It doesn't have a lot of intensity to it, but you could definitely build it up and make it a little bit more. But this is just kind of like setting my eyeshadow base and kind of creating a neutral palette so that I can just go ahead and intensify my look a little bit more. This is their E15 brush. I like this one. It's fluffy. It's good for transition colors. All right, I'm going to go in with a more tapered brush from them. This is their E16. And I'm going to go ahead and do a darker color. I'm going to go in with hot, not hot, hot. I can't say that word, so we're just going to show you the color because I'm not even going to attempt, I'm not attempting it. You guys can tell me how to say it. I can't. And this is why I don't speak more than one language, because I struggle with the English language, let alone attempting to try and speak something else. Anyway, this color I'm focusing in my crease. I'm kind of sweeping it back and forth. I like the way this eye came out, so I'm going to intensify this side. hot. Sorry. See how much fun makeup could be? All right, I'm intensifying this side of the eye with that pretty color. I'm not even going to attempt, again, to say the name because I'm just not going to embarrass myself. All right, I am going to use this one, Idle Hour, underneath my brow bone. I do have my brows kind of lightly filled in. We will intensify them later. I like this. This definitely gives like this nice sheen, kind of pearly effect. Well, let's do that. Oh, so pretty. And I'm going to bring this color kind of into my little tear duct there just to brighten. I might have to go over that again when I do concealer. And God knows I need concealer. Look at these bags. I have a 2-year-old that doesn't sleep, which transitions into me not sleeping. So, yep, thank God for makeup. All right, let's see. What color do we want to intensify with? Let's do a little bit of Tabloid. It's like a nice brown. I don't know. Did you get that color? There it is. I'm going to concentrate on my outer crease. I'm not really good at telling you guys what brushes I'm using. This is the E17 brush. This is really tapered. It's great for adding a lot of intensity to where you want to do that. That's not enough intensity. I'm going to go in with Taboo. I'm going to make this a little darker. Taboo. I know I said I was going to go for like more of a neutral look, but I feel like once I start to play, I just keep adding, and natural for me is just not what ends up being natural for most people. All right. So far, so good. I'm going to take that first brush that I did, the one that's nice and fluffy, this E15. I'm going to add a little bit of color. I don't know, this complicated. Why you gotta go and make things so complicated? And I'm going to sweep it in my whole crease up here. Seems the way. Sorry, guys. I like to sing. I probably will do that. When I see a word that reminds me of a song, I kind of just break into it because that's just what I do. All right, let's keep it going. I'm making a mess with these brushes. Let's do the E18. Let's do a little Silk Teddy. Ooh, yeah. That's a pretty color. Right? Yes? All right, we're going to do this. Sorry, do you hear the bells ringing? We're going to do this right on the lid. This is kind of soft. This is like, I feel like this is just like a nice, easy eye. And this is not really that crazy. I thought I was getting a little crazier than I actually am. This is nice, gives a nice little frost, little glow. I'm going to go back in with my crease brush because I want to intensify that crease a little bit more. Add a little more intensity. All right, I'm going to put the eyeshadow palette down. I'm going to move on to the face, and I am going to come back to the eyes in a little bit. This is where you can take eye makeup remover and kind of clean whatever falls. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to kind of add my foundation and go with it. All right, so this is their ColourPop No Filter Foundation. This is in the shade Medium 100. I'm going to pump this. Again, this is not from them. This is just something I have. My Wannabe Beauty Blender sponge. I kind of dot it in the places that I want it and then pat it and blend it out. They don't really have a foundation brush in the brush set that I got, so sponge it is. All right, you could see that this definitely gives some nice coverage to the skin. It looks like skin, which is nice. It doesn't look heavy. It doesn't look cakey. I have a few breakouts going out here because, you know, it's that time. It's that time where Aunt Flo visits. Sorry if that was TMI for you guys, but that's just what happens when it's that time of the month. All right. I'm blending this out. I like to dab all over, pushing my product in. You can definitely go ahead and add a second layer. I think I actually might do that. I think I'm going to make this a little bit more of a fuller coverage because, like I said, I clearly need it. So it's a little bit. I really like this foundation. It's really, really lightweight, which is nice. And it definitely gives a nice coverage to the face. All right. All right, so when it comes to, I've gotten that down pat. When it comes to highlight and contour, everybody kind of does things different. I see so many YouTubers that do the dark and the light all together, and then they take their sponge and they blend it. I don't know. That just sounds like a catastrophe. See, I told you I can't talk today. That's just a hot mess for me. So I'm not going to do that. I'm actually going to go ahead and contour first, and then I'm going to highlight on top of that. So I actually got from them their No Filter stick. This is in medium dark. It is a foundation stick, but I'm going to actually use it to contour. So I'm putting it in the places that I would contour. The top of my forehead, the sides of my nose. I definitely want to get rid of this double chin that I have going on here. Leave me a comment if you can relate. You know what I'm saying. They also don't really have a good brush to blend out my contour. So I actually got this brush, and it's one of my favorites. I got it from Five Below, believe it or not. It's an angled blender, and I absolutely love it. And this is what I've been blending my contour out with. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do. I just kind of do like these circular motions, soften everything out. Oh, I have life. I have cheekbones. Look at that. Chubby cheeks, be gone. All right. I'm just blending it. This, I like to blend everything down onto the neck so it's not this direct line. Get it, girl. All right. Let's do the sides of the nose. Kind of blend that out. All right, so there's a few places that look a little, I don't know if muddy is the word. It's kind of messy. That's when I actually like to take my blender again, my beauty blender thing. I'm kind of just dab lightly on top of all my contouring. I feel like it just smooths it out a little bit better than my brush does. Perfect. All right, now this is when highlighting and concealing come into play. I got their No Filter concealer. This is in the shade Light. I should have gone probably a shade darker with this because this is actually really light. I'm going to go ahead. See, it's really light, but hopefully we can make this work. I'm going to go under my eye. I like to do an upside down triangle. Okay. There is a lot of pigment in their concealer. I will tell you that right now. I'm going to go down the bridge of my nose, bring a little bit up into here, a little bit down here, a little bit here. I'm going to leave that pimple alone. I'm not even going to touch that. We'll leave that alone. All right. And again, with my sponge, again, my handy dandy notebook. All right. I'm going to go ahead and blend it all out. Blending is like the biggest pain in the you-know-what, I feel like, because it takes forever. But it is a necessity to your look. All right. And sometimes you have to just get in there with your fingers. I think, well, these makeup artists today, they forget that they have these fingers. Because sometimes you need that. Sometimes these brushes and sponges just don't get in there good enough. Get her done. All right, let's blend this all out. Dab, dab, dab. It's definitely creamy enough to blend. It blends beautifully, put it that way. It blends really nice. And when I do this and I feel like, okay, I've kind of got rid of a little bit of my contour, that's when I just go back in with my contour brush a little bit because it still has product in there. And I'll just go back in and intensify what I have. Let's do that. There you go. Nose. Good. All right. So far, so good. You guys are with me? Good. Great. We're doing this together. Another thing I did not get from them, okay, I got something that I thought was a bronzer, but it was a cream and it was just disastrous. So I'm not even going to show you that. I'm actually going to go in with one of my Old Faithful ones that I've been using for a really long time. it broke. Okay, so I'm going to actually use this, but it's the Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer. This is in the shade, I don't know, it just says bronzer, so I guess this is just bronzer. I'm going to go ahead with one of their brushes, the F18, and I'm just going to warm up the rest of my face. I have my contour there. I just want to warm it up, give myself a nice summer glow, pretend like I'm on the beach somewhere, because clearly it's raining and cold here in Jersey, but I want to pretend like I'm on the beach. I'm actually going to show you, so I don't have the bronzer one with me from ColourPop, but I do have their blush. So this is something I wouldn't repurchase again. This is their Super Shock Cheek. This is in Drop of a Hat. I don't know if you guys could see that. I know you see. It is a cream. It is a cream. I personally am not the biggest fan of cream blushes. I just don't like them. They're just not for me. But I am going to use it because we are doing ColourPop. I'm going to just kind of apply it with my finger, which is another thing I don't really like to do with blush because I feel like I can't, I don't know. It just doesn't apply the way I want it to. But it does give a nice subtle color. So if you do like cream, try it out. I'm not a cream blush kind of person. But because I have it, I'm going to use it. That's just kind of how I am with most things. If I have it, I'm going to use it. But I wouldn't repurchase that one again. Another thing I wouldn't repurchase again, same thing with the Super Shock thing. The Super Shock Cheek. This is Spellbound. This is glitter. I got this for a highlighter. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, I'm not going to use it as a highlighter. I'm going to test it on the back of my hand so you guys can see. I don't know if you could see it. It is so iridescent. It is so glittery. I feel like it brings me back to middle school, 6th grade, when I used to douse, and I mean douse, myself in glitter. You remember the roll-on glitters? You guys know what I'm talking about. It kind of reminds me of that, and I don't know. I like a good shine, but that just doesn't work for me. So I'm actually going to use, this is their Soul Body, and this is a highlighter for your body. I'm going to actually use this as my highlighter because you can see this is more of a highlight shade. So I'm going to go ahead and apply it. This is kind of like that creamy consistency too, like the Super Shocks. So I'm going to apply it with my finger instead of a brush, but it does definitely give a nice glow. I feel like I'll probably be using this on my brides because like on their décolleté area, because I feel like it's going to give this beautiful sheen. That'll look really nice. I wish this wasn't as gold as it is. On the chest area, it's probably beautiful, but on my face, it's not the best. But because I'm doing ColourPop and I have it, that's what I'm going to do. All right, let's keep it going. All right, we're almost completely done with my whole face. I can't believe it. Let's move on to eyeliner, liquid eyeliner. This is their ColourPop liquid liner. I think it just comes in black. I don't really remember. I only have black, so I'm going to go ahead and apply it. It is a felt tip. It pretty much is very thin, and the consistency is pretty creamy. It's pretty smooth. Sorry, I got quiet there for a second. It's really hard to do eyeliner and talk at the same time. I actually get like frustrated when my clients are trying to talk to me when I'm trying to put eyeliner on because I feel like I need to be in the zone. Like I need you not to move. This is nice. I would probably repurchase this again. It goes on pretty easy if you are somebody that tends to have problems with liquid eyeliner. I would definitely recommend this because I feel like it doesn't come out so liquidy that it's like overkill and it ends up all over your face. Let me see if I can do it in this mirror. Sorry, you got to make those wings perfect. Wings and eyebrows, they're like, you got to be like a surgeon to get that done. All right, speaking of brows, I didn't get a brow product from them, so I am just going to use some brow shadow that I have. They don't really have a good angled, no, I guess they do. I lied to you. They do have a angled liner brush I'll use. This is E16. My brows were pretty much there. I'm just filling them in a little bit. Maybe I should use something from the palette and really keep it all ColourPop. I'm sure they have brow products. I don't remember seeing it when I did place this order. I just don't remember if they do. I don't remember seeing anything about it. So I don't know. I'll have to look the next time I order from them. All right, my brows are almost done. I can understand why so many of these people that I follow on like YouTube and Instagram, I understand why they do brows off camera, because you gotta like really like focus. Like I feel like you focus, like it's you gotta be like so precise. And I feel like today we're like more obsessed with our brows than we ever were. Like growing up, again, bringing it back to middle school, we literally just took a brown pencil and just straight across. Nothing crazy. And we thought it looks good. All right, let's keep it going. Volumizing mascara. This is from their BFF collection. Now, this I've tried before. I've actually tried most of these products before. This is one, I don't know. It's not bad. It's just not my favorite. I'm really picky with mascaras. I don't want to pay a ton of money for mascaras. So all you better than sex people out there, you know what I'm talking about, Too Faced. I just don't feel like paying that for a mascara. I'm a mom now, and I pay money for things in my kit, but I don't pay as much money for myself anymore. I just don't want to pay that kind of money for a mascara. So I do always look for alternatives that I could get the same look for less. I don't know. I'm a L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black girl. I've been using it for years. I literally own 100. All right, maybe not 100. I own probably about 10, and I'm not even exaggerating, tubes of that mascara, and that's just been my favorite. It's my favorite go-to. I use it all the time. I use it in waterproof. I use it in the regular formula. It does what it needs to do. This is not my favorite. It does do the trick. It did give me a little lift. I don't know if you guys can see it, but just so-so. All right. I'm going to finish off this eye look. I want to go in with... I hate when white brushes get dirty with makeup. So right now that I'm using all their brushes, I'm getting like annoyed. I'm going to go in with their E20 brush. This seems like a good brush to just take a dark color. Let's go in with Caked On. Oh, Crack On. Oh my God, I need glasses. I need an English teacher. It is bad. All right, I'm going to go on with that color underneath my lashes a little bit. It's kind of smudging some of this mascara that I just put on. But it's just giving me like that soft, smoky vibe. And what I like to do sometimes too, when I'm like really want to intensify my look, I'll take like this thin brush and kind of draw in my crease. I feel like it just adds an extra something to my eye. That's when I want to take it up a notch. And right now I do. I literally have nowhere to go. It's a Friday. It's raining. But who cares? But I'm doing this video, so obviously I gotta look good, right? All right, let's keep it going. I am going to move on to lips. I got this ColourPop Lippy Pencil in Obvi. Say that 10 times fast. I dare you. You can't do it, because I can't do it. I got it in that shade. I like it. It's kind of like a plummy pink color. It's good to line the lips. Hold on. Let me line these lips before I tell you what I'm thinking. Hold on. Almost there. Okay. So when I got this liner, I was a little confused, and I'm going to tell you why. This is not a wooden pencil. This is like plastic. So I was really confused as to how the heck am I supposed to sharpen it. I thought maybe it was like, you know, you twist the bottom and it comes up. No, you actually do sharpen it. So weird. So weird. All right, now let's move on to Moonchild Ultra Glossy Lip. Let's bring it back to the glosses, because I feel like nowadays, oh, this is pretty. Nowadays, everybody's obsessed with this matte color lip. And that's all fine and dandy, but let me tell you, in the winter months, when you live up north, those matte lips, they're so drying. Your lips are already dry, and it's just bad. You got crusty lips. It's not cute. So let's bring back the glossy lips. Again, bringing it back to middle school. The more gloss we had on our lips, the hotter we thought we looked. You know, like when you would talk and those lines would come in between. You know what I'm talking about. Don't act like you don't know. All right. So this is my whole look. I think it looks pretty good. Everything looks pretty. It looks like where it's supposed to be. I'm going to actually just spray it with a little dewy setting spray. Let's just... That's not from ColourPop either. I'm sorry. There is a few things I didn't get from ColourPop. I don't know if they have a setting spray. I'm sure they do. I think they do. I just didn't get it. All right, guys. This is the final look. I hope you like it. Let me know. Leave me a comment. Share this video because I plan on making more in the new year. Tell me what you want to see. I'm all about saving money and looking good. I am not all about the Anastasia, Beverly Hills, and Kim Kardashian or Kylie, whatever Kardashian Jenner thing going on. I'm not about that. I'm about all the drugstore stuff, the inexpensive stuff, because I'm a mom and that's what I do. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you like this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. And I'll see you all soon. Thanks. Bye.